everyone. Welcome back to episode 24, Talkoffamepod. I'm Kylie. Today we have a singer, songwriter, and actress, Saige Noelle. Thanks so much for coming on, Saige. It's a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And so over the last year, you've been stuck in isolation. So what is something that you did over the last year that you wouldn't have time to do before?
Something that I'm doing now that I didn't have time to do before?
Yeah. Or over like the past year that you did.
I think it's not that I didn't have time to do it, but I wasn't able to do it. I've been going to the gym because the gyms were closed because of the pandemic and COVID. But the past few months, I renewed a membership at the gym, and I've been going there and making time to do that. So.
Oh yeah, I'm like the same way. Like I don't have any motivation to go to the gym. Like I've been wanting to go to the gym, but I just never have motivation. I just go downstairs, go on the treadmill, to just run, and I'm like, after 20 minutes, I'm like, I'm done. I'm gonna do other things. I'm tired. I'm just not in the mood to do it.
Yeah, I'm there with you. I'm trying.
Yeah. So as So as I mentioned before, you are a singer-songwriter. What made you want to start that?
Well, I've been singing ever since I was a little girl. I grew up in church singing, and so it's always been my dream to do that. And I've been doing it since I was a kid, but I've taken it seriously the past about year and a half now. And once I graduated school and kind of found my own path and what I want to do with my theater degree, I decided that I wanted to take being a music artist seriously and just putting out my own music.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. It's do you have anyone that inspires you, why you do music, or is someone you look up to while taking a career path in music?
There's so many people or famous, great artists out there that I was inspired by when I was growing up, but just Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Beyonce, Brandy, so many artists inspired me. And also just my mom, she's really into music, and she's always just put me in spaces as a child to dive into the arts, whether it was picking up an instrument or taking dance classes. So I have to give my mom credit for putting me in spaces to be inspired in that way.
Oh, love it. With all the names you said, I am obsessed with Whitney Houston, Beyonce, all those names. My mom is the biggest Beyonce fan. So when I was a kid, while we're in the car going somewhere, the only thing she'll play is Beyonce.
Yes.
When I was in the car, I knew every song and every lyric. That sometimes I was growing up, I was singing because I know every single song from her playing it. That was I might as well be a fan now. But all those Whitney Houston, especially, and Beyonce have music that I just can't. Sometimes I just beg myself not to dance, but I just can't help it but dance or sing to the song. They just have good music that I just can't help myself but dance or sing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about your process. How did you find inspiration while working to a deadline or making music to a deadline?
Honestly, I create best and when I'm in the moment, should I say. Sometimes a melody or lyrics will just come to me and I need to get it out immediately because it'll be out of my head in 2 seconds. And then I'll be so upset that I didn't write it down or do a quick voice note. But as far as meeting deadlines, I really just create in the moment mostly so that I can keep what I have in my memory bank.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What do you usually write creating? Do you have any personal experiences that you kind of to write about, or is this something that is kind of once the thing comes in your mind, you're I'm gonna write about this?
Yeah, love inspires me. I think that's a main driving force for a lot of great music, but just life, my relationships, and yeah, mostly my songs are about love at this point, but
yeah, love it. Since we've kind of been in isolation over the last year, is there any movies or shows that you kind of binge watch or something new that you binge watch over the last year since we've been in isolation?
Oh my gosh, I am the queen of binge
watching.
Oh
my God, same.
So that is my favorite pastime. Right now, I'm currently binge watching Grey's Anatomy. I started all over from season 1.
I'm obsessed with Grey's Anatomy.
What season are you on?
I'm not like I started watching it a couple months ago. I'm on season 5 right now, and once I started it, I became obsessed. I can't stop watching it. Like it's obsession that I can't get over.
Yep, that's where I'm at with it. I'm on season 8, and I've probably gotten from season 1 to season 8 in the past month.
Oh, really? You get to season 8 in a month?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wow, I've been watching it for like 4 months. I'm still in season 5. I just started season 5. So I'm like, on schedule, I'm like, how am I supposed to watch this? Some parts I'm like, I want to watch this. I just want to sit down, cry my eyes out at some point.
Literally sitting on this couch, bawling my eyes out almost like every other day. So.
Oh my God, same. But do you have like a favorite kind of character or moment in the show that like kind of stuck with you?
In the well, I don't want to give any spoilers because you're on season 5. Okay, one character that stuck with me. There's 2 characters. It's O'Malley. George O'Malley.
Oh, I love O'Malley. Oh my gosh. I'm almost at that part where he dies. So, spoiler, but he dies. I'm not ready for that part. I'm not ready for that part.
I was in shambles. But O'Malley, he was like just like the heart of the show, I feel like.
Yeah, he's like the little kind of queen, kept the emotions, took care of everybody, but people are like, I don't like him. I'm like, play, please. I want to be with you right now.
Yes, when I hear people say that, I'm like, O'Malley, I'm just like, what? I'm like, he always tries to do the right thing. He always wants to help. So I just really like that about him. And Meredith, I love Meredith just because.
I'm obsessed with Meredith. Ellen Pompeo, no one can play Meredith better than Ellen Pompeo, for sure.
Absolutely. She just plays that well as like a flawed, beautiful human being so well. And I just love that about her.
Yeah, for sure. You're not only a singer, but you're also an actress. What made you want to start doing that?
Like again, my mom, she just, when I was younger, she knew that I was a dramatic young being, and she saw that I had, expressed interest in like theater and stuff. So she just like put me in classes, and then I ended up going to college for it. And yeah, I've just always been really into like TV and film and musical theater.
Oh, I'm the exact same way. Like, do you have like a dream role that you want to be in, like a dream kind of movie or show that you want to be in?
For theater, yes, I've always wanted to play Celie in The Color Purple. And I've always wanted to play Rafiki in Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
That's like one of my dream roles. But as far as like TV and film, I would just love to play a complicated human being character. That's always
for sure. Because you're always like interested, like for sure. Every movie or show that has a complicated character, people always get attached. I'm the same exactly. I'm always get attached to complicated, little crazy characters I can't help myself get attached to.
Yeah.
Similar to Grey's Anatomy, I'm obsessed with Derek Shepherd, Patrick Dempsey. Oh my God.
I have a love and hate relationship with McDreamy.
Oh, really? What about McSteamy?
You know what? McSteamy has grown on me. But in the beginning, I was just like, oh, he's so arrogant and he's like so into himself. But he actually has like a really soft heart inside. And
yeah, I was the exact way. At first, I was like, I don't know about him. Then after, like, as I kept watching, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start liking him.
And not to mention, he looks really good.
Yeah, what about the Queen, Addison Montgomery, come back for season 18? What about that?
I love Addison.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with Addison.
She's just a classic woman, I feel like, and I stan her, so I'll be
same. Like she's a character out of all the shows so far that I connect to the most. Like she describes me so well in real life that like she's like always like sarcastic, roasting people, and her personality it's like the same personality as me that I'm like, I wish I was friends with her. So I'm like, Rich describes me perfectly, has my personality, everything. So I'm like, really get along so well.
Oh yeah, I love her.
Queen. She's seriously the queen of sarcasm for sure.
Yes.
But what is a piece of advice for people that would like to become a singer-songwriter or an actress?
I would say if you want to do it and just start. I think sometimes people feel like they have to like wait for the right moment to start things, or know the right people, or have a certain amount of Instagram followers or TikTok followers, but sometimes you just got to start. You just got to do it and look for the spaces that nurture that and make those connections. I think it's just a matter of starting.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But you created some amazing songs throughout your career so far. What song has meant the most to you?
I think the song that's meant the most to me is they all mean a lot to me. But I would say the first song that I ever did, only because it's like my baby. They're all my babies, but it was my first song that I ever put out, and sometimes you just don't know what that's gonna be like when you do something for the first time. But I'm really proud of it in the aspect that I did it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like every song they make is like means the most to you. It's about something in your life or just something that kind of close to your heart. Like that's what people like to do. Like to meet like something that they love or just something that kind of clicks in their mind. They just play this song or just something about family or something. Always put this song. That's my kind of thing. Like once I was always thought about becoming a singer songwriter or some type of thing since I love singing, dancing, but it's never had the time. But I also do not have a good voice. Just FYI, I do not have a good voice. So I'm like, I always have try to figure out what do I want to write about? Like, what type of thing do I want to write about for sure?
Yeah.
But what would your be? What would be your collaboration and why?
My dream collaboration. My dream collaboration would be with Brandy Norwood, J. Cole. There's so many more. Let me see. Well, this can't happen, but no, let's see. I know this sounds crazy, but like, I would love to do some kind of collaboration with Deepak Chopra. Like a melodic meditation album or something. That's
Love
one of
it.
Yeah.
Meditation is like the biggest part about life for sure.
It is, and I really love his work. So yeah, I would love to collaborate with him one day.
Oh yeah, for sure. So the final question for the interview is, what is the most difficult part for you about being a musician?
The most difficult part?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's waking up every day and just keeping that same energy of believing in yourself and knowing that you can do it. It's a journey and it's not easy. And I think it takes a lot of patience and not being so hard on yourself and not being too much of a perfectionist. So I think that part can get a little difficult sometimes. So yeah, I would say
for sure. Like the most like being in the industry is like a really big difficult part to be in with all the hate and female representation, the men and all those things. It's really hard to be in the industry, especially as like an actor or singer, whoever. It's always hard for female. For gender bias, like on screen, it's like 2-1, I believe. And that's 3-1. I think they switch it 2-1. It's like 2-1 men. So I kind of want writers and stuff to do better because women need to see people like them on screen. Not a lot of people see people on screen, and a lot of people don't have anyone they look up to, especially. So I'm just hoping people in the industry do better, and yeah, just hope they do better. So whoever's watching this that works for do that movies and stuff, please do it. Please do it for a woman. Please.
Yes, we need it.
Yeah, we need it, especially. So I just wanted to thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to come on my podcast. It was means so much. It was such a pleasure speaking with you. And yeah, we have to speak soon. Definitely. 100%.
Yes, thank you for having me. I love your podcast and everything that it represents. So I'm really grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.